Looks pretty good. These were the blinds that we installed that we got from Home Depot when we were talking about that Buy Stuff Arcades mod. This time we're going to be talking about Fast and Furious. Talking Buy Stuff Arcades really quick here. I did get an email and a link here that they are selling these wheel hubs on their site for $18.95, and here's the ones we can get here. So that just goes right where that Ridge Racer Arcade1up logo would be. Pretty cool. You know, this mod is really turning out to be something very unique with the Buy Stuff Arcades. If you have an Outrun, you have a Ridge Racer cabinet, and there's just so much we can do with these. Not to mention, you know, the Fast and Furious coming out, but you know, if you're gonna keep 2, even 3 racing cabs, there's a lot we can do with these things. So recording of this episode, this marks a special achievement for me. This is actually my 100th video already on YouTube. Now, the earlier videos was a lot of like gameplay, just recording stuff, but there was some classics. Like I had a couple of NBA Jam games where it just ended crazy, and it's just the more I did videos, and then I started being in front of the camera more than behind it. And I just want to say thank you to everyone watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking the videos, for commenting. I really appreciate it. It's a privilege, it's an honor to make videos that people are willing to watch. And I just want to say thank you, and I want to thank everybody for watching Arcades Anonymous. Being a part of this community with everybody is just, it's unbelievable. Special thanks to Outrun the Neon Sun, the bad guy Mike Worley, and Jester Tester, along with so many others. Thank you for all taking me in. I really appreciate it. Let's get back to the walk and talk. Today's walk and talk brings us to Bob's Big Boy, located in Germantown, Wisconsin, just north of Milwaukee. Located on the corner of Fond du Lac and Main Street. And there he is, the classic Bob's Big Boy. I do have this sign in my kitchen, and I remember going to Big Boy a lot with my aunt when we lived in San Diego. And when I go out there and I'd visit her in the summers, we'd always stop at Big Boy on our way up to Disneyland. So Kelly grew up in Germantown. This is her old stomping grounds, and actually it's my old stomping grounds too. Just didn't grow up here. Further down, as you see, Big Boy is right behind me here. We're walking down the street here, and there's a bar at the end of the corner here called the Barley Pop Pub. And if you can believe it or not, I used to DJ karaoke, and my dad and I did this for about 5 to 6 years on and off. And we branched out all over, and this was one of the better venues. You never had to worry about people coming in. There was always a packed bar, and there was plenty of people signing up because, you know, you don't really want to listen to me singing Red Hot Chili Peppers all night. And here's the Barley Pop Pub, and we actually started off as a private birthday party here once, and then we worked our way into doing 2 shows a month. It was every other Saturday. And that's the thing, is we would break things up instead of being here every week. Like, it kind of got old, like give people a break. We figured that if we did 2 shows a month versus 4, you get kind of a better turnout, just, you know, people doing other things on a Saturday night. But right here in the end, this is where we had the karaoke set up, and the bar was over on this side, and there was a window right here. And when people were singing and I had my back to the crowd, I would watch this bar over here of everyone coming in and coming out and, you know, smoking cigarettes out there and stuff. And it's just, this was a very busy place on a Friday night, on a Saturday night, and it's a busy street. As you look down, we just walked from Big Boy all the way down here, and this was the, you know, pretty much the staple of this street. Now with Big Boy down there, you know, there's a lot going on here. And like this building right here, you can see, it looks totally like from California. Like they just did this. I haven't been down here in a couple of years, but there's a lot of cars. There's a lot of activity on this street since we were walking around here. Just an update here with Kelly's situation with the whole car from last week's episode. We are in a rental car. So she has a Ford, what is this, a Ford Escape? Ford Escape. And she's gonna have this for a couple of weeks, and it's not that bad of a car. It's got leather seats. It's, you know, it's an SUV. It's about the size of mine, and it's not bad. We're gonna stop off and get gas, and I gotta get a coffee. I don't adjust your TVs here. This is just, it's flashing on camera here. But every text message that she gets, it notifies, it comes up on here. So I haven't seen that, you know, my car's a 2014, so it's pretty interesting, but not a bad car. It's pretty compact, but you know, you're so much higher up. She drives a sedan, and you know, it's always nice to have like a crossover SUV type. Stopped off at Speedway. Kelly needed gas. Not bad coffee. It's like those, what do I call them? Keurigs on steroids at Quick Trip. $1.59 for a 20-ounce large cup. It's pretty good. Not bad at all. It's hot. We're back at Target now. This is a different Target. We're still out in that Menominee Falls, Germantown area, but just checking out. I haven't seen this He-Man yet. And this Sunman figure, there is a 3-pack that, trying to find it, here it is. There's a 3-pack here that all three were sold together for $50. This is the first individual one I've seen. That's pretty cool. Now it is, wow, $17.99. I want to say it was like $14.99 a year ago. It's also this guy. These are pretty cool. I love those Masters of the Universe figures. Also Ram Man, and I did have Ram Man. It's a classic figure. The only thing is I don't think his legs move. It's just a spring. They just go up and down. Yeah, looking on the back here, you got the Castle of Grayskull. The Ram Man. And of course the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So you have that very similar to that like 80, 88, 89 mold, and it is the Playmates. You know, that's who was making these back then. And I just want to say that Walmart had the more similar, like the old 88, 89 figures. I think it was a Walmart exclusive. I don't remember seeing those at Target, but Target does have more Masters of the Universe, that's for sure. So something I want to point out for Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, Rascal's Basement Arcade, YouTube's very own Carlo, has some giveaways, some AtGames giveaways. So mark this on your schedule. Don't miss this live stream. Bunch of pinball packs and other surprises from AtGames will be raffled off Tuesday night. I just picked these up. Kelly's parents gave me this for my birthday. These lights are really bright. I mean, the colors are really, I mean, it looks just like this. And they flash, or you can keep it as a solid color. If you were like thinking about getting these are awesome. And I'll get a picture of this at the end of the video. Kind of have a little Pac-Man display in the game room. And this is by far the smallest like adult action figures section I've ever seen at Target. Like, this is it. We can get it all in the same shot. See what Turtles one they have. So we've seen these. They moved Black Adam over here, the Atom Smasher. We saw that over in the toy section a couple of weeks ago. Trying to see if there's anything new. This Spawn. And this might be the best Chia pet I've ever seen, the Hasselhoff. Remember when we saw that pop figure from the Knight Rider at the half-price books? This is pretty good. Got some Return of the Jedi glasses. The only thing that's about these is you can't dishwash them. I am not a big fan of doing the dishes, but this will start peeling off and it will start looking really cloudy the more you stick them through the dishwasher. It's almost like they just go on display. They do have these turtles. I don't 17.99. Not familiar with this character. So last week we were dropping Kelly off at DSW. Now she's driving, so she's in Alta, and this time I don't need hairspray. This is a busy shopping center in Menominee Falls. It's a real beehive of activity over here. It's just a bad house. There's just cars coming. Look behind me. I'll give you a shot here of what I'm looking at, but I want to talk a little bit Arcade1up while we're here waiting for Kelly and her sister to shop at Alta. There's like Costco straight ahead of me, and then the strip mall, there's a Ross, a Five Below, TJ Maxx. We got Home Goods here, and then we have the Alta, which we were just standing in front of. Last week's episode left us on a cliffhanger. Travis was talking, and then the show kind of just like paused, and we just saw this image. 420 is their next show, and they're gonna have a release here. They're gonna let us know. It's probably a pre-order, and we're all assuming like it's Fast and Furious. There was some speculation from 19K Fox that it could be a Turtles, but the colors match, and I think it's pretty much confirmed that Fast and Furious will be officially announced on April 20th. 19K Fox did have a point though. If you're going back to the original, I mean, this is how the Ninja Turtles, when they were first created, they all had the red bandanas on. And that's the original art for the NES Turtles game. And April O'Neil, I mean, it was something to think about. I mean, we knew the Fast and Furious would come out, but the relations with Turtles, Nickelodeon, the fact that they came out with that one-player countercade, we're going to see another Ninja Turtles cabinet come out from Arcade1up. And what gives that away is Turtles in Time had an incredible sale at Best Buy. It was like $315. We've seen that in the stores. They're clearing those out. I'm holding on to mine until we get something announced, but it's very possible eventually we will see like an XL Ninja Turtles cabinet from Arcade1up. But Fast and Furious is the next cabinet coming out. I mean, we all know that. We've seen it in the manuals, in the Mortal Kombat 2 Deluxe, in the Class of 81 Deluxe manual, and and the Pac-Man Deluxe. I mean, I haven't seen that manual myself, but I've seen the other two. I own the other two cabinets, and Fast and Furious is coming out, and it's something that to think about pre-ordering on the 20th. I said I'd never pre-order again, but this cabinet is as close to cruising we're gonna get. Pre-ordering might be something to think about. I prefer to pick up at Best Buy. Near that date, we will check Best Buy to see if we get lucky and we see these in store. But if I don't, I actually might just decide to pre-order. And with that speculation for the Fast and Furious, Biggie D's Arcade did post this image from a Polish website. You're looking at this going, this isn't how this looked in the deluxe manual. That's how it looks. There's no riser. I mean, it's one piece. This is the deluxe form factor. Going back, there's no coin door. There's a riser. The bottoms, how the legs kind of come out right there, resemble that. But you look at Paul Walker and Vin Diesel here on the top, you don't see that on this cabinet. Similar like that Tron art. They kind of shadowed out the faces of those actors on the side. This is the image. This is what we're going to get right here. You see the molded coin door, the one piece here, and no Paul Walker, Vin Diesel on the side. My only concern about this I hope that screen isn't as low as the Ridge Racer before I use that Buy Stuff arcade mod to raise that up. The only thing I'll say about this, I mean, we're not going to see this image. This is a prototype or it's fan made. The thing about the riser is Buy Stuff, you can put that riser booster in something like that. But when I first saw this, I was trying to get like the positives, like, hey, we can use the riser booster, but this isn't what I was thinking. And the fact, no molded coin door going forward. I mean, we've asked for like online, but it's got to have a molded coin door. I want this one, and I'm sure everyone else wants this one. This is what we're going to expect on April 20th. It's just, what games are we going to have? And they're going to have another show prior to April 20th to go over, more news, more releases, possible, leaks and everything. But on 420, this is what to expect. Be ready for Fast and Furious. So that's what we're going to expect here, and I'm really looking forward to Fast and Furious. I did order that Buy Stuff Arcades mod for the Ridge Racer, and I know a lot of people did for Ridge Racer. For Outrun, I didn't think that Fast and Furious would come out so soon. I was telling the guys the other day, I was kind of like having second thoughts about ordering that. I'm going to get like a shipping notification very soon. It looks like it's like a month and a half out from when you do place that order with Buy Stuff Arcades, that they'll ship that out. Not saying that it's not worth it. The game lineup on there looks awesome. It's something that I will play a lot. It's just that with Fast and Furious coming out, I mean, I'm gonna have two racers. I'm gonna have two racers in the arcade. I'm totally okay with that. I just didn't think it would be this soon. I was kind of hoping a little bit that it was like the Turtles XL or something, even though I have Turtles in Time. But it's Fast and Furious, and that's cool. We still have more releases coming from Arcade1up. I mean, we can speculate on that 80s title, on that XL, which will probably be closer to the summer or fall. We'll just see what we get from Travis, from the Arcade1 update shows. It's interesting. We can speculate all we want, which gives us something to talk about and to look forward to. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you guys next time. See what I mean? It's a great light. I recommend this for any arcade room. It really lights up. The colors are just bold.